I'll add that or cons.
Well, I've been thinking of things
I'm keeping it. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. Being a mother was never one of them. Dexter, I'd rather do this with you. But I've been a single parent for a long time now, and I think Astor and Cody proved that I'm pretty damn good at it.
Is this you being subtle again?
This is me. In all sincerity.
Where'd you put my bag?
Over there.
This trial is happening. Your role in this life is entirely up to you.
Should I take the outlay again? What kind of father would I be, after all?
Hey guys, so we are going to get started in about 5 minutes. Let everybody hop on. And I'm going to continue shooting out messages while we wait. All right, we got about 3 minutes and we're going to get started.
Did she watch Game of Thrones?
No, I don't think so.
Who's first?
Hello. Can you hear me now? Why I can't hear you?
Hi.
There. Yay! I hear you. Oh, I get so excited on this Zoom. I finally get to see everybody.
I know. Me too.
God bless you all.
It's Brenda. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody. We've got some amazing people on here that are going to be sharing some amazing tips. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And my topic tonight is mindset, consistency, and taking massive action. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. So if you're brand new in the business, then you might not know about self-development or having the right mindset or any of those things, because I know I had no idea about that whenever I first started 5 years ago. I am Candace Haynes, your Triple Diamond leader. I'm super excited for every single one of you to be on here. We are in a huge, massive action momentum going on right now in our business. We have brand new products coming out this year, more products coming out this month actually, and we are super excited about that. So having the right mindset is key. Anytime that you are going into talking to people, anytime that you are starting your day out, all of that matters, okay? It matters how you start your day. So for me, I set a schedule for myself, and self-development is something that I start my day out with. So what that looks like to me is, doing a Devo or reading a book or listening to a podcast instead of watching TV, or if I am, working out, anything like that, I'm listening to a podcast. So I'm going to share just a few different books and podcasts that I listen to that really helped me a lot. So anything by John Maxwell is amazing because he uses the Bible as a reference for leadership. Love it. Of course, the Bible, number one. Any books by Rachel Hollis, amazing. Eric Worre, he's great. Eric Worre also has an amazing podcast. All podcasts are free. So if you're thinking, oh, well, I don't have the money to buy a book or whatever the case may be, you can listen to podcasts and you can get on YouTube for absolutely free. The Dreamcast by Denise Walsh is amazing. Pam Souter podcast, Ed Mylett podcast. Tons of amazing things. All you have to do is get on YouTube and search self-development. Les Brown is amazing. Napoleon Hill, Grant Cardone. Yes, I did see that. Eric Worre is Worre. Yeah, Worre. So yeah, amazing. The Secret. If any of you guys have Netflix and you have not watched The Secret on Netflix, you need to watch that tonight. You need to get on it. It is incredible. If I'm here by myself at home, I just put that on my TV and just listen to it. It's all about becoming what you think about and attracting the things that you want in your business, in your life, whatever the case may be. So if I'm constantly thinking my team is growing, my team is amazing, my team is on fire, I'm attracting amazing leaders into my life, I am, going to be signing up tons of people that are going to have great results. If I'm thinking all of these amazing things about my business, that's what I'm going to attract. If I'm thinking the opposite, I'm going to get the opposite. So you literally become what you think about. Also, that's the self-development and mindset part of it. Then comes the action steps. So for me, what massive action looks like to me is sending out at least 100 messages a day, whether that's following up with people, whether that's requesting new host to post. We have a huge giveaway this month, a $500 giveaway, and you don't even have to pay to get into it. Our ambassador uplines in the Success Club, you can find it there, but it's free. So you can use this giveaway. as an incentive for your followers and friends on Facebook or Instagram, whatever you work, to host a post for you. Okay. Huge. That's how we all build our business, is host a post. So that's been an amazing blessing that that they opened up for us. So action, 100 messages a day at least. That's the least that I'm going to do each day, if not more. But that's the least amount. Now, if you work during the day, Marissa's going to touch on this in a minute, but you can send out 10 messages while you go to the bathroom, or you can send out 10 messages here, 10 messages there in between your hours, and before you know it, at the end of the day, you've sent out 100+ messages because you broke that down into 10s. So amazing. Following up, being excited, you guys. This is incredible. We've had so many people on our team promote and earn these bonuses, and we are just getting started, literally. So I'm super excited. That is all that I have on my topic. And next up is going to be Brenda, and she's going to be sharing the importance of sharing personal results and doing live videos, because she's definitely the live video queen. So take it away, Brenda.
Hello, everybody. I'm Brenda. Like Candy say, I am the one that I try to do a live every day if I can do it, because sometimes it's hard for me, because if you don't know me, I'm a mom of 4. I have 2 little ones. I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, which I was fighting a little bit ago, so I can come over here and do these. And then I have 2 teenagers, so it's a little bit hard. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and sometimes it gets complicated, but I'm not a quitter. So I'm always posting. I'm always messaging. I work the Latino marketing, okay? So for me, it's a little harder because our Latinos are more, what did I just say about my kids? I'm coming, okay? Give me just a minute. Ahora voy. Just don't use it. What did I just say? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, that's my boy. So what I want to tell you is, first, our Latino people, which is the market that I work, yeah, they have to trust you. Okay, we're gonna open up Mexico. So one of the huge big things that I try to do is make sure people know me. You want to give an open door, and that's what you do with the life. Okay, it's like me, every time I do a live, it's like me opening the door of my house and saying, hey, how are you? I'm always smiling. I'm sharing with my kids. Sometimes my kid is like getting my stuff. I do it. They know my babies. It's like opening the door to your personal life, but really you don't have to share all your life. I was actually watching some videos because I like to base my information on statistics, on stuff. So first, I want to ask, most people will say, why do we share? First of all, it's an extension of you. It's a way for you to connect with the audience, okay? To trust, to give people, and like I was saying, we are some kind of influencers, okay? Because eventually we're going to turn out on leaders. We are already leaders. I am the leader in my house with my babies, okay? So you guys have to understand that, and you have to put your mind that you are a leader already. So whenever I am on live, I know people is watching me. I know I'm gonna connect with somebody. I was talking today, for example, about my story. I was sharing with people how I was overweight, how I got depression after having my babies, how I miss my mom. You're sharing some. You have to be vulnerable as well, so people connect with you, so people feel you, so people trust you. So that's one of the things that I do. This really, for me, live, I talk to everybody like I know them forever. Like, hey, love, how are you? Sometimes I send messages to Candice and she tell me, I will call them by their name because whenever I send her something, I'm like, Mama, do you think this sounds okay? She's like, I will put the name, but I always tell them, hey, gorgeous, hey, beautiful. You know what I mean? That's who I am. And they feel comfortable because I'm always having something positive to tell them, you know? So you want to be you. We know the product sell, okay? We are promoted. We promote our experience. We promote our testimony. You have to share. Why? Because you're going to connect with somebody. Like today I was saying, I was that girl that was overweight, that had the muffin, okay, my rose, that pulled the shirt, that used the clothes overweight, that feel depressed because I used to go to the store and try to buy a new jeans, new clothes, and I couldn't. I share all that on my life. Why? Because somebody out there is in the same position, okay? So you have to open the door of your house or your life, but you don't have to share everything. People will think you do, but really you don't. We share maybe just 20% of our life, okay? We're just sharing what we like. I love keto coffee. I love my shake. I love my green. People know that because I post it all the time. And my favorite is the claim. That's what brings me over here because I love a huge amount of, you know, I'm like, hey, Kennedy, what do I do so I can share this? And I jump right in. I didn't think. I asked her, I love this. I have to share with my friends. She told me, okay, let's get you in. All right. And it was fast. It was, I guess, on my third day when I gave her my results, okay? So guys, if you need to get out of your comfort zone, okay? Sharing, one of the things that also I know you're gonna tell me because it was on the statistics as well, is like, okay, but we're talking about social media. If I was in a real life face to face, I would have think of it. Yes, I know, but that's why it's more easy. You just have to type, don't overthinking, and post it. Share it, okay? You're not actually having the eye contact with people, which will make it even harder. You're looking at the phone just like I'm doing right now. Just imagine you're talking to me. If you feel comfortable talking to me, just imagine that I'm over there and talk to me. Or talk to Candy. Or imagine Miss Angela or Marisa. With whoever you feel comfortable. That's how you have to imagine yourself, okay? So I did a lot of research on live, but I know we'll have to share a lot of information. The main thing that I wanted to share was that open the door, okay? Let people trust you. And the way they're going to do it is for you to share a little more about you and being vulnerable. Be you. Create your own brand. That's what I do, okay? So I hope that helped you, and I let the next go on.
Thank you so much, Brenda. I love that so much, opening the door to your house, because it definitely builds trust within people's life for you. And you know, to buy from you and to also join you as a teammate, you know, whatever. They want to see you're a real person. They want to see your personality. So you definitely pull people in and you attract the same type of people that you are by showing other people. And so I love that so much. Thank you so much. So the next person up is going to be my cousin, Ariel. This is her first time sharing on a Zoom, and she literally just promoted to Diamond and earned a $10,000 bonus. So Ariel, what does that look like? How long have you been in the business, and how did you do it last month?
Oh, so I'm Ariel. I joined about 5 years ago. I decided I was ready to take my business and just started doing massive work and pushed, and I did it. And if I can do it, you can do it. Anybody can do it. Thanks to Candace. Okay, you can mute me now.
I can unmute myself. Thank you so much for sharing, Ariel. That's amazing. So the next person up is going to be Marissa, and she's going to talk about working her business with a busy schedule, because this girl here has a story to share. Take it away, Marissa.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Just a little background about me. I got started November 28th. I was finishing up nurse practitioner school. I was studying for boards. I was working 8 to 5. And so I just would get on in between on my study breaks, and just massive host a post for me. I signed maybe like, I don't know, 30 something loyal customers just in December alone in the mix of all that stuff. So I promoted to Ruby December 31st, like literally the last day of the whole year, which I felt like that kind of set me up for this year. So in January, I started looking for a job, and continued to work my business. I started my nurse practitioner job and just continued to be consistent. So one thing that I try to do every day is just post. Okay, every post doesn't have to be about it works, because that ends up being kind of spammy. People want to know that you're a real person too. So things that you want to post, you post quotes, results, lives, like Brenda said, sharing your story, being yourself. If you have time to share something, like the little share button, hold on. You have time to share something, you can actually save it like it's your post. You can always put on there, I copy this, whatever, but share it like it's your own. I do that sometimes. I see something that's funny and I post it. You get more interaction that way. Go through and interact with people. We like to do lots of faces and stuff, but just a couple of words. People respond to that and they remember, oh, hey, that she messaged me before. I need to follow up because I do want that product. Doing stories. I get a lot of people who message me on the stories. Screenshot those stories. Okay, so something else I wanted to talk about. I do this too. I get lost in, sometimes I need some idea, so I'll be looking at Candace's page, or I'll go look at all these top leaders that I'm following, and then it's been 30 minutes of looking at these top leaders, and I wasted 30 minutes, and I never posted anything. So when you find something you like, screenshot it, do it. Just post it, okay? Don't think about it. Oh, should I? Just do it. And I have a little my notes here, so I stay on task because I'm busy. Let's see. Candace touched a little bit about self-development. When do you do this? Okay, so even if it's 5 minutes in the car, my daughter's school is really close, but I listen to something on the way. Be intentional. There's no point in getting on your phone and trying to work the business and send out messages if you don't even believe what you're saying, what you're doing. So take those, couple minutes, 5 minutes, whatever, to do self-development. That way, whenever you do start messaging people, you have that belief, and you have that excitement, and you get all that positivity in your voice and in your messages. It's better for you to take a few minutes to set your mind right than to aimlessly message and post and not believe what you're doing. Work smarter, not harder. Yes, it's good to listen to trainings. Obviously, we're doing a Zoom now, but if you never put those trainings into action, then that's not working. Scrolling through Facebook to look at other people's ideas, that's not working. That's still training. It's kind of like when you get on Pinterest, or like I said, on other leaders' pages to get an idea of something, and it's been an hour, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's been an hour and I haven't messaged one single person. Be productive. The definition of productive: achieving or producing a significant amount of result. So if you're not producing, take a look at what it is that you're doing. Text replacement. Oh my gosh, this has been a time saver. You find that you start to say the same once you figure out what works, and Candace gives that to us, guys. Look at our messages, go back and copy. If you don't have time to, save it in your text replacement right away, put it in your notes, and then go back and do text replacement. If you don't know how to do text replacement, get with me, get with any of us that, are doing that. Other things, the average time spent checking your email is 21 minutes. That's 21 minutes that we could be just boom, boom, requesting host to post. Pinterest per visit is 14 minutes. So, being mindful of what it is that you're spending your time on. And then just, putting those things in a place that are working. That's all I got right now.
That's awesome. I love those statistics. It's so crazy. Just like going and checking your email is like 21 minutes. You don't even know that,
And
you
it's
go
all
into all those
spam,
emails. It's just wasting time. Love that so much. Thank you so much. You're a rock star. Next up is Angela, and she's going to be talking about the importance of following up and whatever else that she feels like she wants to share. Take it away, girlfriend.
Oh, because, I never really talk, right? So anyways, so following up, clearly, like, that's where you're going to make your sale. Like, almost never do you make a sale on the first time. As a matter of fact, I'm usually really surprised when, like, every 20th or 30th sale will be like on the very first time. And that's always sort of a surprise to me, but it's usually more like, sometimes it'll be the third or the fourth time that I've talked to them. But a lot of times, like, I'll text Candace and I'll be like, man, I've been talking to this person for 6 months. 6 months. I've been in the business like a year and a half now. 6 months. And they messaged me today and finally, like, bought, 200 BV worth of stuff. So it does work. And the statistics are that the more you follow up with these people, they will buy. Now, am I meaning like, buy my product, buy my product, buy my product? No, that's not what I'm meaning. I'm meaning like, hey, they had told you something was going on, or you saw something, like you just happened to scroll through your Facebook feed and you saw something was going on. Message them and be like, hey, how are you doing? Like, hey, I saw that your grandmother died. I'm so sorry. Or like any sort of touch is a follow-up. Like if you are in their mind, that's a follow-up because they link you to that product. But the other thing, and I'm trying to remember, was it Brenda that was talking about the know, like, and trust factor? The know, like, and trust factor is what's going to sell your product, whether in the Latino market or not. And I understand it's different. Being from South Texas, I understand what Brenda's saying about the Latino market. It's a whole different ballgame. But it works for across all cultures. And that's a know, like, and trust factor. If they like you, they're more likely to buy from you. Even if, their neighbor next door sells it, well, they would be more likely to go with you if they like you more. Or if, hey, you made that touch with them. And then y'all talked about self-development. Like Candace didn't mention Jocko. I put it in the comments. The Jocko podcast is awesome if you're a girl that has a little bit more of an edge to her, which I am. I'm kind of a more like pull yourself up by your bootstraps, stop whining type girl. So he's great for that. He's a Navy SEAL commander who does this podcast. And so he's very big on like discipline equals freedom, which, by the way, it does, guys, because if you have the discipline to do this, you can have financial freedom. You can have debt freedom. You can have freedom from whatever you need to be free from. Really, like seriously. So discipline. Another hack that I have for my life is I have a daily task list. And I literally go through and I schedule out, like, by noon, I'm posting an interaction post. By 1 o'clock, I'm posting a product post. By 4 o'clock, I'm posting this. By 6 o'clock, I'm posting this. By 7 o'clock, I will have messaged 10 minutes for host a post, or I will have messaged 50 people for host a post, or whatever you want to do. But that way you have like a task list, because it's easy to be like, oh, did I do that? Or, oh my gosh, did I follow up with anybody? Did I do this? Did I do that? The other thing is keep your Facebook, do some It Works posts. You should do that, but your Facebook should be about you, not like are you It Works? No, you're not It Works. It Works is part of who you are. So you keep it about like you, like, yeah, I love my keto coffee or whatever, and I love my ketones and all of that. But, like you see stuff that tickles you or makes you funny. That's part of that know, like, and trust factor. Like they see something, or you see something that really inspires you, put it out there. Like, like I've seen one recently where it's about like women, real women are straightening each other's crowns, not trying to knock them off. So that kind of stuff, like stuff that is just kind of speaks to you, put it out there. And it doesn't have to be an It Works post. I have noticed though, like it really helps to get interaction if you post an interaction post, and like a good interaction post, like, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream, or something that like a lot of people are going to answer. Pet ones. pet ones are amazing. If you post like, hey, drop me a picture of your fur baby. Oh my God, I think I got like 75 comments on that thing in the first hour. Like it was insane. But then you post a product post after that and you have all that extra interaction. Well, it's going to reach more people and you get more comments on that post too. So there's just some little hacks about following up. The other thing is, if somebody, like you've messaged them for host a post, and this is sort of not, well, it's sort of following up. If you've messaged them for host a post and they haven't answered you back, maybe they don't want to do it and they don't want to say that, and that's fine. However, maybe they just forgot to answer you back. Because how many times has it happened that like I'll get a message from somebody and I'll be like, I'm going to answer that back in a little bit. And then like 2 days later, I find it and I've forgotten about it. Well, that happens all the time to me. So I have to assume that that happens to other people too. So if you go to their, like you go up to the little I tab up at the top and go into their profile and scroll down their feed and find a couple of different posts to like make a comment on, and not like a yay type comment, but like something that's actually a little bit thoughtful, kind of like what you would do on Instagram, where you're going to put like a thoughtful post. It's going to actually make them, they're going to see that you commented, and it's going to make them think about you, and it may make them message you back. And that's worked a couple times for me too. And then again, you're developing that know, like, and trust factor. Like, you know, hey girl, yay, or congratulations, or wow, I'm so proud of you. Like, you know, stuff like that that doesn't cost you anything to do. You're building somebody else up. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a big like huggy, touchy feely, whatever, but I think, you know, there's not enough love in this world. And if you can make somebody else feel good, why not? Right? Like it doesn't cost you anything to do it. It took you a few seconds to do it. Maybe you were the difference in their day. So, and that's what we're all trying to do here anyways, right? Is we're trying to be the difference in, you know, not just that person's day, but let's be honest, that person's life. Like whether it is we bring them into the business and they get a $10,000 or $15,000 bonus, and now all of a sudden they're debt free and they're able to stay at home and be with their children, or maybe we just change their life and that they get healthier and they don't suffer that heart attack at 45. maybe they never have a heart attack because they've gotten all that weight off and they've gotten healthier and they started eating their greens. I mean, so there's lots of ways that we can help people. But you know, it's just every person counts, and just, so you never know when you're going to be that one person that's going to make a difference for somebody. And I think that's about it. I'm sure I went over my 5 minutes.
I love it. I took so many notes and I put in the comments those, you just so many gold nuggets in there. Love it so much. Thank you so much for sharing. Up next is going to be Deidre, and she's going to talk about host a post and how many a day it takes to see results. Deidre, I'm trying to find, okay, there you are. All right, Deidre, take it away, sister.
Oh, hey y'all. On the host a post, I usually do my own giveaways and also the group giveaways also, because people love free stuff. You can boost them with samples and giveaways. And when I do host a post, I see who's active on Facebook, and I message like 20 people, and if them 20 people don't message me back, I message somebody else. And I got this thing from Candace say, hey, did you get my message? And then they'll eventually respond and say, yeah, because you know they read your message, but they didn't ever respond back. So you gotta remind them that they read your message. And this club is like a whole bunch of scripts that you just have to whatever, however you talk. That's what I do. What else? Oh, and when you do, if I do an order with somebody, and if they say after we get done, like, hey, can you host a quick, and they'll do it. Also, if somebody tells me they're not interested, fine, thank you anyway. Also, can you host a post for me? and they'll say yeah they can. So that's what I do also. Like even when they say they're not interested, I ask them, can you host a post? I mean, you'll be in a drawing to win something, or can I send you a sample of keto coffee or anything to get them to host a post? Because like I said, people love free stuff, and that's all I got for the host a post. I wanted some things that I gotta work on my host a post. Like the same people keep commenting on it or whatever. Brenda told me about I can, let's see, mute somebody for 30 days or something to keep them like from coming on my page so I can see some new people. So I got to figure out how to do that because it be the same people commenting on my post, and I know people get tired of seeing something about me on their Facebook page, like did you host a post or whatever. So I'm trying to figure out how to mute them for 30 days. So I mean, I'm still gonna be friends with them, but I want to just get some new people on my
Yes.
host a post.
Can I add a little bit about that, Candace? I don't know if you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. It's because I've been getting in all these kind of Zooms, you know, and we all are doing host to post. So I noticed every single one of us has a different way to host a post. And every single time I get in a host a post, I learn something new. We learn something new all the time. So whenever on host a post, I noticed it. And remember, I mentioned it to you. I'm not getting interaction. It's the same people over and over. And you told me, add people. I'm like, Mama, I'm adding people. I was so stressful because I don't know if this happened to you, but there is an option. I'm trying to see. I want to show you because I don't know if I can do it. Let me get my phone because I don't know if can you see, but I have my laptop, my computer, and my phone. Okay, let me turn the camera. Okay, whenever you have somebody, let me put my big screen. Okay, over here, when you have, like, let's say her. Let's say she's always asking me for a host to post, but I can't give her anymore. I asked you, Candice, once, and you told me to. It's okay. If they want to do it, I let them do it. But I noticed she only have 100 followers, and she done it last month, the month before, and the month before because she always want to give something, you know? So what I learned is that if you're still seeing these people over and over, you just go to the 3 points over here. Can you guys see? I'm sorry, I don't know if can you see.
We can
Okay.
see.
So over here is the same place where you go and save a post, because that's what I've been doing as well. I save on my Facebook, or let's say it's May, I save all my host posts right there. If she is a host post, I will gonna put save post, May host post, okay? And then what I find out is this person, I wanna snooze her. She's already, let's say I'm gonna snooze her. She's already my loyal customer, so I don't need her anymore on my newsfeed, okay? So I'm just gonna separate her. Another thing that I also do is, let's say if I have somebody that is from Mexico, I also separate that person. I go to the little 3 points, let's say it's her, okay? She's always also trying to help me with host a post. You can go through those 3 points right there, okay? And then you create a list. And what I do, oh no, it's not this one. It's on her profile, actually, my bad. You go to her profile, and then there is 3 points over here. Friends, my bad, over here. You see how it says add to another list? Whoever is my client already, I have it on loyal customers. If I have somebody that is It Works Sisters, that's what I do. I'm sorry, I know I went a little over what I supposed to, but this is something that is helping me. So whenever we have an offer that is only for loyal customers, I just go whenever I'm gonna post and I put loyal customers, and it will only show to my loyal customers. And I hope I help you. I hope I help you with that about losing people, because it is true. Sometimes sometimes we do have the same people over and over, and we don't need that. And we are adding people. I am adding people, you know. And I remember I asked you once, Candice, and I got into this Zoom with, you know, Dimi, my Latino friend, and on this Zoom they tell us that, okay. So I don't know if you guys knew that, but I thought I would share. I share with Idra. We've been, you know, talking about how we can help each other. So I hope
I
that
love
helps you.
that. I had no idea that you could snooze them. I'm fixing to start snoozing some people because that really does make a lot of sense.
Girlfriend, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it helps a lot because now I've seen all these new people. I'm like, where she was? Just like Angela was saying, oh my gosh, I haven't commented on her. And I've been going on my green lights. I've been going on my friend list. But I don't have that many friends as you guys. I only have 1,800. And I'm like, dang, how they do when they have 300, 400, or 5,000? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
That's something that has been a life changing in the business.
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, so the next person who's going to be sharing is my husband, Chris. So, Chris, take it away, honey.
Hey, y'all. Candice asked me to talk tonight, you know, about the husband or the boyfriend's approach and how they can be an asset or an influence, you know, in the business. And I jotted down a few things, but really, when I got involved in this business, of course, Candice and I met. She blitzed me, and my whole purpose in getting involved in the business was to get to know Candice. So from the start, I wasn't really taking it real serious. I can say, though, the one thing that's helped she and I both grow is the fact that I was always supportive. And things have not always been good in the business with us. You know, a lot of people think when they start this, you know, they see the big money, they see the top leaders, and we all run through periods of time where we're struggling. And I can remember when my check was $50, you know, and it's like, man, why are we doing this? We're spending hours and hours every day. But the one thing I did do right is I supported her. I did that because I could see her excitement, her enthusiasm. I did make some mistakes. I tried to protect her and I became negative, and that's going to happen. You're going to get some negativity probably from your spouse, but most of that is because they don't really understand. And the only thing that can really change some people is the paycheck. But you've got to stay consistent. You've got to be supportive. And the things that I do that Candice and I are different, of course, y'all all know that, you know us. And her personality is such that she is very motivated. A lot of times when we first got involved in the business, I would think, wow, man, she'd pick me over this business. But that's just how it is. If your spouse is working and on their phone and motivated, you've got to accept that. You know, you've got to be supportive. And my part in this is I do what I can to sign customers. My mindset initially was I got to keep up with Candice, and I was severely disappointed because who can keep up with her? I mean, she literally works from daylight till dawn every day. She loves what she does. But the good part about that is I get to see her doing something that she loves to do. And I am seeing right now that if we continue to do what we're doing, we feed off each other's strengths and try to maintain a positive mindset that we're going to go far in this. She truly loves y'all. She would do anything for y'all. She would do that for me. And it took a little while for me to see that. And I don't know. It's just one of these things that's been a blessing to us. It's been one of the hardest, the biggest struggles I've ever gone through. But the moment that I really accepted the fact that this was not a hobby and realized and started treating it as a business is when I really started to understand what she was doing, why she was doing it. And then when I started meeting y'all, and as I meet the people that are coming in, it's a huge blessing. You know, you've got your spouse or your significant other has to view this as a legitimate business. And really the only way that that can be done is through you, you know, and the mindset. You've got to stay positive. Doesn't mean that you have to stop doing what you're doing, but you can change the perspective if there is some negativity coming from your spouse or somebody else. Just understand that what you're doing is something that you love, and you can change anybody. That's really all I've got. So, thank y'all.
Thanks for sharing, babe. Okay, so the next up is going to be Laura. She's going to be sharing with us all about charting. Laura, you can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Okay. Can y'all hear me okay? Yeah, hopefully y'all can hear me. I'm like trying to see if anyone's nodding their head. Yes, okay. All right, so I'm going to talk about charting and promoting really quickly. Something that I love so much is charting. I'm really good at it, and it's so fun to me because, I know a lot of people have probably heard me say this before, but it's almost like, no. As soon as I get on here, my son wants to talk. It's almost like filling in a puzzle piece to me. It's so much fun, and I like to fill in the pieces as I go. Hey, Brayden, I'm on a live video right now, okay? Not right now. Brayden says hi, everybody. But anyways, so this is so important when you're going for a promotion, is to have your chart out and ready. And not only have it out and ready, but you need to know everything down to the detail. And when I say down to the detail, I'm talking down to every single last BV. That is so important. Because if you don't know exactly what you need, then you're not going to get there. It's very hard to set a goal unless you have it, down to the exact thing. So as far as charting goes, like say you're going for Ruby this month, or whatever rank it is that you're going for, you're going to want to print out the charts that are available to you in eSuite or in the Success Club groups. I think they're in the Future Diamond group as well, but you can go to the files and go ahead and print those out. You need a paper copy. I know it's so easy to get that digital copy and maybe just look at it and think like, oh yes, I know I have that in my head. But unless you have that paper copy, and Candace has this ingrained in my head to use a pencil as well, have everything written down in pencil. So you're going to have your chart out, have everyone's name, and then not only names, but you want to do what we call projected volume as well. So you want to know how much BV that every person has. And of course, if you look on your chart, each box has the 400 under it. So you know everyone needs to at least have 400 GV. So under my charts, what I do is I have the person's name, and then under each person's name, I'll put how much BV they have. So say Sarah is at 342. Well, I need Sarah at 400, so I know that I need about 60 BV to get Sarah where she needs to be. So that's what I'm going to push for, is to get that 60 BV, and then move on to the next box, or, you know, the next leg, or, you know, whatever it is that I need to build to make sure that I hit my promotion. Something else you can do is, and this is why it's so important to know the exact BV that you need, is so you can break it down by the day. So say that you know that you need 2,000 BV to go, you know, diamond this month, or, you know, whatever promotion. So you're going to break it down by the day. So say we have 20 days left in the month. You're going to do 2,000 divided by the 20 days, and that's how much BV you know that you need to get a day to reach your promotion. Another really important thing is placement. So as we all know that we can sign customers and distributors and place them where we need to on our charts. This is so important, because if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't have that BV written down, if you don't have everything mapped out, you can easily make a mistake that could cost you or someone else a promotion. So that's really important as well, is to have that down to the T. So, you know, even on like promotion night, like the last day of the month or whatever, you don't want to make a mistake and cost yourself a promotion or someone else's. So make sure that you have a leader. to go over your chart with you. Or if you're unsure of where to place a customer or distributor when you sign someone, then definitely reach out to one of us. Reach out to your enroller or me or Candace, and we'll be really, really happy to help you look at your chart and make sure that you're on the right track to whatever promotion you're going for. So I hope that helps out, and I hope it wasn't too complicated. But of course, if y'all have any questions, you can always reach out to me and Candace, and we're really happy to help. So hey, that's all I have. Who is next? I think Belle was next, right?
Yeah, Belle is going to close us out, and then we're going to close out with prayer, and we are going to rock the rest of this month out. Belle, you can unmute yourself and go ahead and take it away, sister.
Okay, hey y'all, I'm Belle. So my topic was how I managed to grow this business being so young. When I came into this, Laura enrolled me, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I gave her my card information and everything before I even knew that this was It Works. Like, I had no idea. She just said, do you want to make money from your phone? And I was like, sign me up. So that's kind of how it happened. And I worked really hard my first month, and I went Ruby with basically family and friends. Like, those were my first customers. I did not message a stranger. Did not. I was so afraid to message people, and I'm so glad y'all touched on like getting out of your comfort zone, and like Brenda talked about opening that door, because that's what we do. We are professional network marketers. We have to expand our network, and that involves talking to strangers. And that was so scary for me. I'm like the most awkward person. I'm shaking right now, and I'm behind a screen. Like, y'all can't even, I don't even know. But when I signed up, I went and signed all of my family and friends. And it was actually kind of hard because my mom was a distributor a year before me, and I didn't sign up under her, so because I didn't know it was It Works. And so I actually stole a few of her loyal customers. Sorry, Mom. She's actually on here right now. So I went Ruby, and I kind of sat there. Like, I didn't do anything for a few weeks, and Laura was kind of like, what are you doing? Because I was not doing anything. And it just kind of hit me like, I'm not going to go any further if I don't go any further. Like, nothing changes if nothing changes. So I started hopping on these Zooms and expanding my network and messaging new people, and Host to Post was brand new. It was on fire. It was working, and I was doing it. But I kind of hit this point where the louder I got, the more people were like, what are you doing? And since I'm young, it really got to me. Like, I was like, okay, they're looking at me like I'm so stupid because I'm a child. It was so real to me, though. And I had to get honest with myself. Like, this is something I truly believe in. I've researched the company, and I love it. But what I wanted to really touch on was, regardless if you're really young or you think you're really old in this business, it all comes down to your why. Like, why are you doing it? Because no matter what people say to you, your why is going to be so much stronger. So I'll just like give you a really tiny rundown of my why. A lot of people's is like, I want to stay home with my kids, or I don't want to do a 9 to 5. Mine was really like, right after I signed up, or right before I signed up, I was actually like 6 months out of rehab. I'm a recovering alcoholic and addict. I dropped out of high school. I had really nothing going for me as far as I was concerned. And I don't come from a lot of money, so going to school was really not an option. So I had no idea what I was going to do. I had like 9 jobs that I bounced back and forth from, and I hated all of them. I could not stay at a place longer than 2 weeks because I hated it so much. I was miserable. And then I found It Works, and I think I had 4 jobs when I found this. This is my 4th. And I was able to quit 3 of those. I got a new one because I get to work with my mom. I don't have to have that job. I like working with my mom. We do sports with little kids. But It Works has become my main source of income. It surpassed what I was making at that 9 to 5 that I had, which actually wasn't a 9 to 5. It was about $13 an hour, and I never had a set schedule. That was worse than having a set schedule, because someone was literally planning my days, and I can never bank on any days off. I couldn't bank on anything. And it came down to, what do I want for myself? And I'm a big traveler. I love people. You know, I'm in recovery, so I want to make time for that, and I want to help other people. And that's what's driven me through this whole thing, is because in recovery, I'm helping other people learn how to reach the freedom I have in sobriety. And in this, I'm helping people learn how to have the freedom of health and financial freedom. Like, this company has helped me through an eating disorder, and it's helped me through not knowing that I had any purpose in life. So I'm very passionate about this. And I think that no matter what your age is or what your walk of life is, if you have a strong enough why, like, you will go to the very top, because it's going to drive you there and nothing's going to get in front of you. And it all comes down to a decision. And, you know, I've been stuck in Emerald for like, I don't even know how many months now. I'm about 6 months into the business. And I think I've been in Emerald for 3 months now. And I have decided, like, forget Diamond, I'm going double. I'm like pretty much charted for it. Like, I'm going there. My team is working. And it's all because I started speaking that, like Candace talked about. I thought that was a load of crap. I'm not even going to lie. Like, up until last month, 5 months of hearing people say speak it and decide, I was like, there's just no way. Words are not that powerful. But let me tell you, they are. I have decided, and I'm going there. And all of a sudden, my team is like following me. It's so crazy. They didn't even want it last month. And now they're like, we're all going Diamond. And I believe them. Like, they're working for it. So I just wanted to speak on that, pretty much the why. But that's all I got.
That's amazing, Belle. I had no idea your story. That's so inspiring. Thank you so much for sharing. Y'all, this has been an amazing Zoom. We're going to go ahead and pray out. This is recorded. I am going to attempt to upload it to my YouTube channel. It's going to be my first attempt to try to do that, but we'll see what happens. So, dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this wonderful day that you've given us. I just pray for each and every one of these ladies on here and the families that they represent, Lord. I just pray that you would just rain blessings upon them, Lord. I thank you for this opportunity that you've given us to be able to help people get healthy and, you know, reach the financial freedom that they want, Lord. I just pray that you would help us all to put you first in our life, Lord. We owe everything that we have to you. We just thank you, and we pray that you would just send the people that need this and want this business into our life and help us to be your hands and feet in everything that we do. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Bye, guys.